Hi, I'm Kristen Powers, Executive Director of Benevolence Farm, and we're here on our 13-acre property in Alamance County where we are building tiny homes. Deb inspired the tiny homes from as early as 2019, and that got the ball rolling on what exactly does it look like to build tiny homes? What would the second phase of housing look like? She experienced the transition from prison to Benevolence Farm shared housing model, but kept worrying about the next phase. What would life look like when she had left the farm? She had never seen a cell. She was going to Food Lion and other jobs, and they were saying, apply online. And as someone who'd been incarcerated for that long, she was like, what if I make a mistake? Where's the safety net? So basically, she asked us, what would it look like to live independently but in community here at the farm? And that's where the tiny homes came to be. We started off in 2021 just by mapping out the land and understanding how residents use the land, then moved on to practical and the actual living space. And that is where we started to get the feedback that ladders leading up to bunk beds were reminiscent of things in prison. Also, how would someone move through the space, like what felt accessible? So even though people didn't want to go up to a loft to go to bed, they still said they wanted a storage space that was air conditioned, that they could store belongings over time. Then as we got closer and closer to reality, we continue to have collaborative sessions with our residents and alumni. We have every step of the way with those critical design features incorporated, our co-designers being formerly incarcerated people. The whole point is to build these homes so that people feel like they are a home and that they can live in them and make it their own.